Okay, personal anecdote alarm. I lived in Shanghai, Beijing, Tokyo, Kamakura, Hong Kong, and other places for quite a while. And I know how those police officers in those countries treat drunk people because I was often drunk and with drunk people. In Japan one time in Shimokitazawa, I was standing on somebody's car singing a Doors song. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, touch me, baby. And some policemen were called and they came and they got me off the car. And they asked me a few questions at the police box, which was about a block away. And then they drove me home. And literally, practically, tucked me into bed. I said I could walk home, and they said, no, you can't. Dekimasen yo. Sungoku yoppurai desu yo. And I said, okay. In Hong Kong, we used to have parties at the Circle K, a convenience store. And sometimes 30 people would be down there, outside a convenience store, going in and out, drinking all the beer in the store, with loud speakers playing music and everybody talking loudly and joking and laughing. And people would be walking home from work, going back to their apartments. This would go on and on and on until after midnight. And the Hong Kong police would be called and they would come in. 3 or 4 of them would just stand around and talk a bunch of really rowdy, drunk people into going home, you know? I mean, literally. And so many of us would be in their face, not me. I always treated them kindly, but we were wasted. So it's not even de-escalating. They just didn't escalate. They would just come in and just stand there and talk to somebody who was willing to talk to them and reason with that person who would then reason with the rest of the crowd and get us to go home. In Shanghai as well, you know, there were incidents and you see how people behave, Shanghainese people, when they get a little bit drunk and rowdy and they're pushing and shoving. They never hit because the penalties for punching somebody is high, is dire. But they push and shove and yell, and they never took a posture that they were going to arrest you. They would be very stern and stand in force and tell you in no uncertain terms that you had to cool it and go home. These are personal anecdotes. Other people might have other stories, but I saw a lot of wild, happy, drunken times in Tokyo. And another story, I was with the Canadian rugby team in Roppongi, and they got rowdy and started a fight. And I kind of sat in the corner and watched, and the police came in and literally de-escalated and took care of all these rowdy Canadian rugby players in the most organized, professional, and gentle way you can imagine. And, you know, we're talking cross cultures, English, Japanese language barrier, and everything. And they took a few of them down to the police box. I went down to help with getting them out, not doing anything, just speaking a little bit of Japanese and helping to facilitate whatever might come next. And they released them immediately after taking their information. Well, look, I'm talking about the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, between 2010 and now, okay? So Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Mumbai, all kinds of places abroad, right? Where I am now, I don't see too much rowdiness, but it seems to me that the police here are very good at not escalating rather than just de-escalating. So I don't know what's going on in the States where they have to shoot a drunk guy in the back. Trevor Noah spoke well about it, so I won't bring that up anymore. But wow, what the hell is going on? We are badly coded through mimetic warfare to put up with this shit. And the sooner we can think our way out of this bag that's over our head. And like Daniel Schmachtenberger said, you know, you have the amygdala shutting off the prefrontal cortex during one's reaction to the outrage machine. You know, all these, we got to think things through and feel things through and get out of this mess. One person at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time. And we have to do it now. I don't know if we can, but whew, call it what you will. Critical thinking, being a bit of a positive skeptic, or sense making, come up with your own terms for all of it. But we've got to retrain ourselves how to think. You think? Okay. William T. Bye-bye.